Hello everybody, my name is Tim Schmidt, aka Tactical Tim. I'm with the United States Concealed Carry Association, and I'm on a mission to test every single concealed carry gun that exists in the world. Pretty big goal. So today we're going to be looking at the Springfield Armory Micro Compact 1911. Of course, it's a 1911, so the caliber is .45 auto, and as you can tell, this is a very pretty little gun. It's got a lot of cool features that we're going to talk about in a second. First, let's shoot some rounds down range and see how it feels. Yeah, I like that. So this thing is really nice. Let's get down to business here. Okay, before I get into all the nitty-gritty, as usual, I'm going to tell you that you can go to tacticaltim.com to download the spec sheet that has all the nitty-gritty specs, as well as all my info, my feedback, my comments, pictures, all kinds of cool stuff. Plus, later on, we're going to take this gun down to the accuracy range, and the target will be on this as well. So download this baby right now. And because as you all know, I talk really fast, and you're not going to be able to keep up. So, okay, Springfield Armory Micro Compact 1911. As you can see, this is it's a gorgeous gun. You know, there's so many neat things about the 1911. Here, I take these off so I don't have to scream at myself. Okay, so you know, this thing. The history of this gun, for those of you who aren't 1911 fans, John Browning essentially designed this gun almost 100 years ago, and to think that the concept from an engineering perspective is still a viable handgun today is amazing. I mean, 100 years, that's fantastic. Of course, the one he designed was a little bit bigger. This is the compact version of it, but nonetheless, to me that's one of the things that just jumps out at me and like says, wow, this is a cool gun. Another neat thing is that this is you know, it's visually appealing, of course. It just looks like a cool handgun. It has, you know, two-tone frame with some nice wood grips. But when you really look down at the details of the way this thing is manufactured, you can see that Springfield Armory pulls no punches on this thing. The frame is a bead blasted anodized aluminum. It's just the machining is fantastic. Everything just fits beautifully. The slide to frame, there's absolutely no play in there in this thing. Stainless steel slide, you can tell. Obviously a stainless steel barrel. This thing has Novak 3-dot combat sights. They're Trigicon illuminated, so that's nice as well. Has an ambidextrous safety, you can see on both sides. Aluminum skeletonized trigger, skeletonized hammer. I mean, it has all the bells and whistles. This thing is really nice. I'll attest to the fact that just like most 1911s, the thing shoots just beautifully. It's nice and tight, crisp 4.5 to 5.5 pound trigger. I believe that's what we said. It should be that, but it's just a dream to shoot. I guess one of the few downsides of this specific gun, I would say, is that as you can see here, if you zoom in a little bit, you can tell that there's no stippling or serrations on the front strap. Now the back strap has tons of, okay, see that? How it's all sharp there? Whereas the front is, you know, as smooth as a baby's butt. So I guess that'd be the one thing I'd say to Springfield Armory is like, hey guys, come on, this is a $1,200 gun. Let's turn the CNC machine on here and you know, get some grooves in there so it feels better in my hand. But that's really the only thing. Now, I do have a comment regarding the overall design of the 1911, the manual of arms. When I say manual of arms, that's just a fancy way of saying the way the gun works, and how that has an impact on the new shooter, okay? If you're a brand new shooter and haven't even purchased a concealed carry gun yet, and you're thinking about a 1911, I just want to caution you. Now, I know that there's probably some 1911 fans that are going berserk right now, but let's be honest, okay? In 1911, there's a lot more going on. It's a little more complex than, let's say, a Glock or a Taurus double action only handgun. And if this is your very first handgun, there's going to be a much higher learning curve, a lot more that you're going to have to learn to be proficient with this gun. For example, there's a grip safety. There is the way you're supposed to carry this gun. Here, I'll quickly. So now we'll pretend that the rounds are racked. So the way you're supposed to carry this gun is called condition 1, with a round in the chamber, the hammer cocked, and the safety on. So now if you're going to pull this gun and have to use it, you have to pull the gun out, ensure that you're properly gripping it so that the grip safety is engaged. Now you have to snick that safety down, and now you can shoot. Now, granted, that says, well, geez, Tim, that's only 2 things you got to do. Well, that may be the case, but you know what? It's a lot more than you have to do with the double action only gun, which is pretty much pull it out and pull the trigger. So I like to kind of draw the comparison between driving a standard or a standard transmission, a stick, versus an automatic. Now, there's nothing wrong with the stick shift car, but it's just more complicated. And for the beginning concealed carry person, I really wouldn't recommend this. For a person who maybe has already been carrying for a while and knows guns, this gun is fantastic. Let's go take it down to the range and see how it does in accuracy. Okay, we're here at the accuracy range where I'm going to be shooting on my butt to kind of give myself a bench rest with my knee so that we can test the accuracy of the gun, not so much the accuracy of me. And I'm shooting the Springfield Armory 1911 Micro Compact. So let's see how this baby shoots. Okay, we're back here at the front range, and we just shot the Springfield Armory 1911 Micro Compact in 45 auto, of course. And as you can see from the target, this gun shoots just fine at 21 feet. Now, the reason we do 21 feet is because that's essentially the shortest distance that a bad guy can cover, what, in 2.5 seconds. So that's why we do that. And so yeah, so gun shoots beautifully. Again, I caution the 1911 for a brand new gun person, but if you're a 1911 lover or you know guns, then man, I highly recommend this gun. It's in beautiful condition, I mean, of course it's brand new, but but it's a great gun. Springfield Armory gives you a second magazine as well. I do have one thing I want to talk about. Oh yeah. So there's really nothing wrong with this gun other than the fact that, like I talked about before, without these serrations. But the other goofy thing that Springfield Armory does, and you know, guys, if you're watching this video, you gotta pay attention. So in their case, they give you this. Here's this $1,200 beautiful 1911, you know, custom grips, it's just awesome. And then they give you this like injection molded, cheesy, tiny, ridiculous holster and a mag carrier. I mean, come on, who's gonna put their $1,200 handgun in this goofy holster? And so therefore, if you buy this thing, you better throw that holster away immediately and get a real holster with this gun. So, all right, folks, that's it for the Springfield 1911 Micro Compact. I'm Tim Schmidt, Tactical Tim. Don't forget to download all the information at tacticaltim.com. This nice little sheet, plus the target will be there as well. Take care and stay safe.